Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, start of a new week. And I've just been to do the supermarket shop. And as you'll see from the title, I've been to Aldi. Now, I fully intended to go to both places. I thought I'm going to go to Aldi and to Sainsburys, but I have got everything from Aldi. And looking at what I've just put out on the side so far, it's fresh and frozen. It doesn't look too bad, actually. But obviously, the truth will be in the tasting because we've had Aldi meat in the past and it's been like, it's had bits of bones in, it's not been great. So we're going to give it a go this week and see how we get on. I'll tell you at the end, as always, the total, and we can decide whether or not it is a good price for what I've got in comparison to what I can now get in Sainsburys without a discount card. So it's Monday today. The last time we had shopping in was 10 days ago on the Friday after we got back from holiday. That shop was £250. There was a grocery haul, but it was quite short and sweet, but it was £250 and there wasn't anything in that was like any extras, anything extra special. It was just a basic shop for the week. And this is a shop for the week. And yeah, let me just show you what we've got. We'll talk through it. And then at the end, I'll tell you the total. And I'm sure Kev will be telling me along the way whether or not he thinks the prices are good. I do have the receipt in my pocket, so I am going to reference back to the receipt for certain things because I can't remember the prices of everything that I've got here. And there's a few things different that I need to check the prices on. So yeah, I'm going to start with fresh and frozen. So starting over here with meat, I've got 2 packs of chicken breast mini fillets. These are £3.99, but they are 600 grams. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been making the same meal and everyone is loving it. And it's tandoori chicken on flatbreads with mango chutney. It is so nice. And they want to have it again this week because, well, Felicity wants me to do it again this week because last week she didn't have it because she was at her friend's house. So 1 kilogram of chicken breast is enough if there's only 6 people in for dinner. But if there's anything above 6, it's not quite enough. So, and 2 kilograms is now too much because we don't have Jamie and Brooke here. So I went for these. They worked out at £8 for 1.2 kilograms, and 1 kilogram of chicken breast was £6.49. So I thought that actually wasn't a bad price, and it's obviously the mini fillets, not the whole breast. So that's one meal: tandoori chicken, mango chutney, flatbreads. Another meal is a roast dinner, and I'm going to go for a gammon. So this was £6.79, I believe. Let me just I might get Kev to check the receipt as the meat's kind of halfway down, I think, because it prints out in order of what you put it through the till. Yeah, so gammon was, I think, £6.79. I'm going to cook that in, I'll boil it and then put it into the air fryer. £6.79. Yeah, £6.79. I did almost buy 2 because I was thinking about cooking another one and slicing it up for sandwiches. But what I thought I'd do is actually see if there's any left over from this. I know that doesn't look like there should be any left over, but when I do a roast dinner, Summer never eats any of the meat. Bella never eats any meat. Felicity never eats any meat. So there's a few people that don't actually eat the meat. So yeah, Kev's saying he doesn't. Kev definitely does. So there might be a bit left over. So that's why I didn't buy 2. These were on a special. These were £2.49. They had Spanish style or Italian style. Now Kev would definitely like the Spanish ones because they had chorizo in, but not all the kids like chorizo. So I went with the Italian ones, and you get, yeah, these meatballs, 2 packs, makes a total of, what's there, 12 in a pack? 24 meatballs. These were another special buy, and I thought they looked really nice, a new item. Slow roasted tomato and halloumi burgers. Those were £1.99 a pack. I picked up 2 packs of them. I thought we could have them for lunch one day to give them a go. Over here, mince. Now, mince has got really expensive. Anything beef has got really expensive. So these are 750 grams. The all beef mince is £7.15. And the beef and pork mince is, hoping Kev's going to tell me now, £4.79 was it? I thought it was £5 something. £4.79. It's quite a price difference in the two. So mince meals this week, I'm doing a cottage pie and a chilli. We were meant to have chilli last week, but we didn't have it. Instead, we had spaghetti bolognese. So I still have the sour cream and all of that in the fridge that needs using. So we're going to have the chilli this week. In fact, I think we're going to have it tonight. Yeah, we're having it tonight because Whingy Pants ain't here. Chilli. Yeah. And the reason we had spaghetti bolognese was because Whingy Pants, aka Reese, was at home for dinner and he doesn't like chilli. So that's why I changed it from chilli to spaghetti bolognese. So I don't know which one of these meals to make with the pork and beef. I think the chilli and then the cottage pie with the beef. And we're just going to see what it's like, because if it's okay for like a spaghetti bolognese, I know a lot of people do half and half for a spag bowl, then it's a saving when beef has got so expensive. These were, don't know, what are they? The hot honey barbecue chicken sizzlers. No, I think they were a bit cheaper than that. I think they were £3 something. But these they just look lovely. Hot honey barbecue chicken sizzlers. And we're going to have those, me and Kev, one evening, whilst the kids have these from the frozen section. I quite like these. Kev cannot stand them. He thinks they're disgusting. £3.69. Yeah, Kev doesn't like these. So what I thought, the kids do like them, is me and Kev can have these and make like a chicken salad. And the kids can have those. So that's another meal. Sausages, these were £3.49 for 10 for the Bramley apple and pork sausages. And I'm going to do those as a sausage casserole. Chicken mince is something that I've never bought before, but I saw a recipe on TikTok where a lady made a pizza pasta. And she used chicken mince, and on the top she put pepperami. And I thought I'd give it a go because it looked quite nice. And chicken mince was quite cheap. £2.50. So if this goes well, then that's a cheaper meal. So I was talking to Summer about this the other day when she was giving her input on what she'd like for dinner this week, that you've got to try and make a mixture of cheaper meals because food has got so expensive. So I thought if this pasta dish goes well, and that's only £2.50, then that's a cheaper meal. These obviously were a good cheap meal as well at £2.50. I remember back in the day where I used to set myself a target to make the meals on £5, and that is just not possible anymore when you've got like mince at £7.15. So yeah, that is the meat for the meals. Pepperami, I could only get the hot one, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And I just got 1 pack of bacon and 2 blocks of halloumi that will go in the tandoori flatbreads. Then on to other fridge items. I've got 2 tubs of Greek 0% yoghurt. Now this I usually buy the Sainsburys extra special, the Taste the Difference one, and it's £2.30. This is £1.99, so that is cheaper than Sainsburys. Not sure on Taste Difference. I did buy this the other week when I was on holiday and Summer had it, but I didn't, so I'm not sure. This is £2.19. Not sure on price difference because I've never paid any attention to the price in Sainsbury's because it's one of those items you just have to buy. Squidgy pouches are 99 pence. Gosh, I remember when they were like 69 pence. I got some squirty cream. These split pots were £2.50, and these strawberry trifles, you get 3 in the pack, were £1.50. So that's some yogurty items. I've only got 2 milks because I've got a lot of vegetables that I need to try and squeeze into the fridge this week. So I thought I'd just get milk as and when we need it at the local shop. Cheese strings, £2.50. These are, I think, £1.25. I actually quite like these myself. And cheese is about the same price as Sainsbury's. I think it was £2.69 maybe, and I think the one I buy from Sainsbury's is £2.75, so not a huge amount of difference in cheese, and I think they're the same, yeah, 400 grams. Frozen items, I've got some garlic bread slices to go with the pasta bake. I picked up some fish fingers because we've not had fish fingers in the house for a long time, and they're quite handy to bung in the air fryer and do like fish finger sandwich for the girls at lunchtime. They're the chicken burgers. Those are £1.69, which I know is a lot cheaper than the branded ones. Chicken goujons, I've got 2 bags of those. I've got a sticky toffee pudding and a jam roly-poly to do for dessert when we have roast dinner. And this I got for the girls. Answers in the comments if you know why I've bought this. If your children have been completely taken over like mine by K-pop demon hunters, you'll know that's why I bought that. So the girls wanted to try ramen. Is that how you even say it? I don't even... Ramen. They wanted to try it because it's what the K-pop demon hunters eat on the aeroplane at the start of the movie. So that's why they wanted to try it. And this was the only one. They had 3 different ones, but the other 2 were 3 chilies, and this one was just 1 chili. So I think they're going to try that for their lunch in a moment. And it was £1.99, so not too expensive. But I only bought 1 because I thought 1 is enough for them to try it. Because then if they don't like it, then it hasn't been wasted. So on to cupboard items. I did get myself a cheeky bottle of Bucks Fizz. Now, if you've been here a long time, you'll know that when Bucks Fizz goes in the shops, I get a little bit excited. I love it. I especially love the one from Sainsburys, the... can't actually think what flavours it is, but it's not your average Bucks Fizz. It's yeah, they do like a blood orange one. It's red in colour and it is delicious. But these are £2.19 a bottle. So when I'm cooking roast dinner this week, I'm gonna have a little Bucks Fizz. Although roast dinner day seems like such a long time away, I might actually end up doing a midweek roast because yeah, Sunday is a long way away. Squash, I've got a bottle of cherries and berries and a bottle of orange and pineapple. Now I believe these are double strength, not quadruple, so they are cheaper, but not cheap enough to be cheaper than Sainsbury's, and that's because these are double strength and they are 99p. Sainsbury's are quadruple strength, so twice the amount, and £1.70 I think now. They did go up quite a little bit. Yeah, the kids still put the same amount in the cup, so it doesn't really make much difference. But anyway, if you're going to split hairs over it, this is only 99p a bottle, but it's cheaper to buy overall the Sainsbury's one. I picked this up because they just had one there. And one thing that I find so frustrating about Aldi is that everything comes in like a multiple selection. So with these, you've got the garlic one, you've got the lemon one, and you've got the hot one, and they'll come in a box, like in side by side, and it won't trigger the system to order a new box until enough of all of the flavours have gone. So if you go into Aldi at the moment, the shelves are full of the hot one and none of the garlic or the lemon. This was the only garlic bottle on the shelf. So I grabbed it and it can go in the cupboard because we really like that one. The kids really like the lemon one, but I've not been able to get that one for weeks. Sweet chilli sauce, mango chutney, 4 tins of baked beans, a tin of sweet corn so I can make up some tuna mayo. Rices, I got Kev the one that he likes, the Bang Bang one, and also I got the sriracha. This says, well, they both say limited edition, but it's the first time I've bought the sriracha one. And then I've got 3 plain. I got some spaghetti to go with the meatballs. I've got some macaroni to make some macaroni cheese, some garlic granules because we're running low on those. And this was another item that says I'm new. Thought I'm going to give that a go. Honey roast vegetable. Yum. I'm going to do some roasted veg with the roast dinner. Also, in my cupboard somewhere down here we go. This I got from Sainsbury's. I always buy the avocado one, but I thought we'd give this roast potato one a go. Oh, so good. So good. And I bought another one the other day because they're currently on offer in Sainsbury's for £2.25. Usual price, £4. So that's a really good price. And I bought one for Bella's mum because Bella absolutely loved the roast potatoes with these on. So yeah, FYI, that's really good, but I thought I'd give this a go. I've got some honey, I've got 2 tins of pineapple slices. Sienna loves pineapple slices like this. She does not like fresh pineapple, and neither do I. It makes I know for certain people, they can eat fresh pineapple, no problem, and then some people end up with it like it burns their tongue, and I'm one of those people, so is Sienna. So she likes it tinned, and she was eating this for breakfast on holiday. I got a jar of mayo, 2 tubs of custard, up here crisps. Now crisps are massively cheaper than Sainsburys. These were £1.35. These were, not actually sure, I think it was about 99p. And these for 10 packs were £1.30. That might not be 100%, but a lot cheaper than what I pay for crisps, because I buy branded ones when I'm in Sainsbury's. If the kids eat these, happy blooming days, because they are much, much cheaper. I got 15 eggs. We do have eggs still in the cupboard, I think. Kev's probably about to tell me that we don't anymore. But our kids go through stages where they eat eggs every morning or yogurt and fruit every morning. But it's never a mixture of the two. It's always one or the other. So some weeks I buy like 3 packs of eggs and they're gone. And other times I buy 3 packs of eggs and they sit in the cupboard. I've got some sweet chili rice crackers, some caramel latte sachets, some crisp cereal and raspberry and white chocolate. Riley likes that. Now I really wanted the chocolate protein granola, but again they come in a 2-pack and all of the chocolate is gone and there is stacks and stacks of strawberry left or berry left, so I went for the berry one anyway. Really excited to give these a go. These are only 89 pence. So you've got sourdough bread mix. And if this turns out brilliant, then that's going to be amazing, because to buy a loaf of sourdough over at our local bakery, it's £3 something for a loaf. So it's really expensive. So I'm going to give these a go. And this one looked really, really yummy as well. And 89 pence. We will see. I will report back next week whether those were any good or not. Bruschetta, these are so yummy. Didn't see a dip for bruschetta? No, I haven't got a dip for them, but we can make some guac if you like. That's quite nice.
I'm making guac tonight.
Yeah, but anyway, the kids like just picking on these bruschettas. I've got some white toasty bread. I only got 1 packet of wraps because I know there's one still in the cupboard. I got a packet of paninis, some crumpets, 2 packs of the flatbreads, some of these chocolate chip brioche rolls. Now, Summer has gone to a different college from the college she was at last year. She travels every day to Bristol, so she is on a train by like 7:30 in the morning, and she doesn't get home until around tea time. Now, when she was at her old college, there was a co-op opposite, and the amount of money when Reese was at that college, he spent in the co-op, and Summer was going the same way, like just constantly in the co-op buying food. She doesn't have a local shop to her college now, so she has to go prepared with food, and it has to be enough to sustain her for the whole day. So I've picked up a few little bits that she can grab in the morning, her and Riley really. So I've got some chocolate chip brioche rolls, some of these granola bars, and some of these chocolate soft bakes. So it just means that she is quite good. She does get up. She's very organised. Riley, on the other hand, is not. But Summer will get up in the morning and she will make a good breakfast and she'll take some lunch. Riley will just roll out of bed, chuck on his clothes. Yeah, Summer does make a mess, however. But Riley will roll out of bed, chuck his clothes on and roll out the door. So this is a bit of both, really. But I imagine it will probably be eaten mostly by Riley. Biscuits, I got some chocolate OTs because those are Summer's favourite. They're also Brooke's favourite. I'll put them in the biscuit barrel and then send a snap to Brooke, and you can guarantee she'll probably come round and have a cup of tea and a few chocolate OTs. I got some shortbreads because Reese bought Bella some shortbread from Home Bargains the other day, and he left it in the blooming cupboard, didn't he? And if this has got a sign on it saying it's not, you know, it's for someone, everyone just thinks it's for everyone. So they got open. So I bought some more shortbread. I got some custard creams, some seal bars, some racers and some Titans, and some jammy cartwheels. And a bit like me in the Bucks Fizz, when there's mince pies back in the shop, Lissy loves them. Now, we really like the bakery ones from Sainsburys, but one of the packs I got in my shopping last week, when you took them out of the foil tray, the bottom was still dough. It hadn't been, they weren't, the top was cooked, but the bottom wasn't. So they obviously hadn't been in the oven long enough. And obviously I'm not in Sainsbury's this week. I wouldn't stop buying them because of that one time. But yeah, they weren't cooked. So I got these, well, I got these because I was in Aldi, not because they weren't cooked. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, these are really sweet. They've got lots of new baking stuff in Aldi, or I don't know how long it's been there, do I? Because I don't often shop in Aldi. But these, there was, I think, 4 or 5 different types of sprinkles. And they weren't very expensive. I think they were like 99 pence. So I thought the girls could make some little fairy cakes and decorate them. So that is all of my cupboard items. I've just got my non-food and my fruit and veg. Non-food items, I've got some bleach, I've got some laundry softener and some detergent. I've got some fairy liquid. I've got some dishwasher salt and rinse aid. Some wrapping foil, shampoo and conditioner. I'm going to give these a go. These are £1.30, something along those lines. So if those are good, that's a good price. I mean, they're not massive, but we'll see what they're like. And some deodorant. We also got some cotton buds, some toilet roll, and some very exciting pumpkin kitchen roll. Sienna was very impressed when I brought this in. She was like, oh, kitchen roll with pumpkins on it. That was £1.79, I think, for 2 rolls of kitchen roll. And these, I think, are about £2.80 for 9 rolls. Fruit, I've got some kiwis, some raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. Now, you're not getting much in the way of berries for your money. It's the end of the berry season, isn't it? So these were £1.79, and that's all you get, guys. £1.79, and you get a few strawberries. But I do really like my yoghurt and berries with some granola in the morning. So I'm going to try and, you know, stretch it out a few more weeks before having to give in to not being able to get any worthwhile berries. Well, not worthwhile for your money, for what they charge anyway. Grapes, I've got cotton candy ones and red ones. I got some cotton candy grapes in Morrison's the other day. They were £1.50 in there, and the kids loved them. These are £1.79. I think they both were the same price, actually. Usually cotton candy are more expensive, but on Sainsbury's, grapes are £2, and off they go on to Nectar, they're £1.75, whereas they're standard £1.79 in Aldi. Tried to pick up a few seasonal fruit, so I picked up some plums. See if the girls like those, because they're really a nectarine, so I'll see if I can get them to eat a plum. But obviously they just want this and this all of the time. One time when you were younger, yeah, once upon a time when Sienna was very young, she was in the shopping trolley and she was eating a plum, and she ate the stone. I mean, it was only a little plum, the stone was only tiny, but still nonetheless. I looked away from her for a second, looked back, and I was like, oh my gosh, where's the stone? And yeah, she'd eaten it. So yeah, the less said about that, the better, because we know where the stone ended up. But yeah, plums, I thought we'd give them a go, see if the girls like a plum, because seasonal fruit is cheaper than obviously trying to buy the berries and the watermelons, which they absolutely love the most. This watermelon was £2.09, because obviously they're quite small now, because they're harder to get hold of. I got a few bananas. I say it all the time, like a lot of families be like, only 6 bananas for that size household? I'm the only person that eats them, and often I won't even eat them, and I'm like the kids with the eggs. One week I'll eat bananas every day, and then I won't eat them again. So I've got a few bananas. I've got 2 Royal Gala apples. Those are £1.79, and they are looking juicy. They look like good apples. Vegetable wise, I've got a bag of sweet potatoes, 2 bags of white potatoes, and these are a decent size at the moment. It will soon be time to go and buy our potatoes again from the farm shop, but I've not seen them harvesting yet. Is it still a bit early? I mean, it's September, it's officially the first day of autumn today, and yeah, I've not seen the tractors out with the potatoes as of yet. But when it gets a bit more into autumn and we're using a lot more potatoes, I will go and buy them by the sack load from the farm shop. I got some of the little carrots to do with that not maple. What was it called? The honey? No, it wasn't even honey, was it? that seasoning I bought, it was, I thought I'd do those with some sweet potato. Ordinary carrots, broccoli. These broccolis were massive. I don't know how much they were, but they are huge. So I got 2 of those. A massive cauliflower for 99 pence. It's on their Super 5. Swede was also on that as well, and so was Savoy cabbage. I got 2 packs of red onions. Those were also on it as well. I think they were 49p a pack. 49 or 69. Probably 69. I think that was 49. That was definitely 99. But I can't remember. But this and these plus corn on the cobs were the 5 vegetables for the week. I got white cabbage. I got some watercress and spinach and rocket for the bunnies. Some parsley for the bunnies. 2 cucumbers. The bunnies will love me, yeah. And some baby plum tomatoes. And that is everything I got from Aldi. And the grand total of that shop was £211.60, which I think is really, really, really good for what we got. I think that is a really, really good price. Last week, or the last shop we had, was £250. Now, if I was still getting the collie discount on the £250, it would have come to around what I've just paid today. So there is a price difference between Sainsburys and Aldi. Nowhere near as big a price difference as there used to be years ago, but there is still a price difference. But when I was getting colleague discount, some of the items I was buying in Sainsburys were cheaper than what the standard price in Aldi is. I do still love my Sainsburys for my shopping. I still love to get a good Nectar deal on like branded items, and I love building up my Nectar for Christmas. So my Nectar is currently sat at £73, and I'd hoped to get it to 100 for Christmas. I did spend a little bit of that when it was Sienna's birthday. I think I spent £10 maybe of it, so I would have been closer to that £100 by now if I hadn't spent a little bit of it earlier on in the year. But the difference in price, it's not worth shopping in Sainsbury's every week just to build up Nectar for Christmas if the difference in price, you're making a saving on your shopping by going to somewhere like Aldi. So I'm going to see how we get on this week with this shop, see how the kids like the items that are obviously not branded, like the crisps and such, and maybe do I'm quite enjoying being able to go and try out different supermarkets. So I've done Tesco, I've done Aldi. I haven't done a big shop in Asda for a very, very long time, so maybe I might give Asda a go, and I'm quite enjoying being able to... No, definitely haven't been to Marks and Spencer's or Waitrose, but I am enjoying being able to not only go to different supermarkets because I'm not going just to one because of the collie discount, I'm also enjoying not having to shop on a set day of the week. So when we were shopping in Sainsbury's, we were shopping every Friday or Saturday because we got a 15% discount on those days. Whereas now, I'm free to go and shop as and when. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would take the discount card and having to shop every Friday or Saturday any day of the week. If I could have that back, I'm slowly getting over it, guys. I'm slowly getting over it. But I don't half miss it, especially the other day when I bought Felicity an outfit in there. It was £22, and I was like, my head was all calculating what I would have paid for it, how much I could have paid for it. So yeah, I would take the discount back in a flash, but it is quite nice to be able to shop in different places and shop on any day of the week. But anyway, that is the shopping. Kev has put the halloumi burgers in the oven and just gone over. I didn't buy any bread rolls for them because I buy bread buns and stuff as we need them because they don't keep. And he just went over to the shop, over to the local shop, and grabbed some bread buns. And we are going to have, we've got brown ones, we're going to have those halloumi burgers for our lunch. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all next week where I will tell you what the sourdough bread mix was like, the kids' opinions on the Aldi version of crisps and such, and what else did I say I was going to update you on? I don't know, I'm sure I'll remember. But thanks for watching this shop, and we will see you all very, very soon.